Before I was a Christian, my life was comfortable in a material way, in a social way, but I always felt there was something missing. I think I'd felt that on and off since childhood, and certainly in my teen years. What's life all about? But then it went away again, but it was always there, I think, in the background, I would say. I came to know Jesus through some Bible reading notes. I used to go to church, and then one day when I was leaving church, the vicar offered me some Bible reading notes, which actually I didn't really want. But I remember thinking, well, I'll just take them and throw them away when I get home. But I didn't. I started reading them, and one day when I was reading an account of the miracle of the loaves and the fishes, I suddenly thought, this is all true. This really happened. Jesus really lived. And in that moment, really, my whole life changed. I'd never heard of anybody becoming a Christian. I'd never heard the expression being born again. And so what happened was that my life changed, my thinking changed, how I spent my time changed. And then I was involved in a very sweet, alive church. And I think it gradually grew after the sort of the Damascus Road bit. It just grew as I read my Bible and was involved in the things in the church. So what has Jesus done for me? What hasn't he done, maybe? No, I mean, it's wonderful. It completely changes your outlook on life. I mean, I wasn't an alcoholic or a drug addict. I was a respectable sinner. But even so, there was that missing element, the meaning of life. So it gave me a purpose and a meaning to life. And I realized after a while that's what I'd been searching for all my life. But I just didn't know what it was. I was looking for happiness in other ways. Obviously, everybody has difficulties in life, and those things come up. I think last year I went through a very, very difficult year. In May last year, my brother died. He had a stroke and didn't regain consciousness, so there was the shock of that to deal with as well. And then a couple of months later, my husband went to be with the Lord. He was gloriously, wonderfully taken into heaven, and it was a really special time. There was great peace in our home, and we were able to take care of him right through until he said he was ready to go. So it was a glorious passing, but then of course the reality of it sets in later. And then a couple of months after that, my son, who'd been living with us, went to live in America. So I had 3 enormous waves, really, is how it felt. It felt, here comes another big wave. Lord, you're going to have to help me get through this. And he did. Over each one he did. He's always there. He's so close to us. As soon as we cry out to him, he's there. He's like the knight in shining armor that we would love to have. And he is like that. He's so close to us. And the moment we say help or we turn our hearts to him, he is so ready to answer, because he's really waiting for that. He really, really loves it when we call to him and talk to him.
Captain, my heart has your love, giving me a hope for tomorrow.